Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Friday, and so you know what time it is. It's time for What the Fitness.
What the f***?
This week's submission. This video is from a guy named Albert Gramoff. Here's what he has to say.
What's something you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
My name's Albert Gramoff, and I've taken bikini competitors all the way to the Mr. Olympia competitions. And cellulite is a hydration problem, not a diet and exercise problem. Put baking soda and sea salt in your water, and it'll go away if you're consistent anywhere from 3 to 6 months. You're fucking welcome.
Fucking thank you, Albert. Appreciate that. Okay, let's kind of go through this chronologically. So he says, you know, I'm such and such, and I've coached girls to the Bikini Olympia. Yeah, me too. So what? Means absolutely nothing. First off, a lot of the people in the IFBB, I know we don't want to talk about this, but they're on performance-enhancing drugs. Some of these people are on so many drugs that they could sneeze and grow muscle and lose fat, okay? Now, I'm not saying they're not hard workers. That's not what I'm saying. Anybody who makes it to that level is an extremely hard worker. But many top athletes have very, very, very strange routines, and yet they still get results. Do you know why? Because the people who make it to the highest levels in these organizations are the most genetically gifted people out there. And many times they get results in spite of what they do, not because what they do is optimal. This is kind of an appeal to authority, but that's okay. Pretty much everybody does that. Been working on that one for 30 minutes. But let's address the claims specifically. Cellulite is not an exercise and diet problem. It is a hydration problem. And he claims that you can just do some baking soda and sea salt for 3 to 6 months and your cellulite will go away. First off, the video had 2.8 million views. Part of this is y'all's fault, because y'all want to believe some bullshit. You really do. You want to believe there's quick fixes to lose fat, lose cellulite, get rich, become famous. Guess what? Are there people who get rich quick and randomly? Yes. You're more likely to get struck by lightning. And the same token, there are some people who naturally have really, really impressive bodies. You're more likely to get struck by lightning. Let's examine the evidence or lack thereof behind his claim. So first off, scientists aren't completely sure what causes cellulite, but it appears to be due to the fibrous cords or fibrous septae between the sections of adipocytes. So adipocytes are your fat cells, and they are filled with a lot of triglyceride, fat. Now, there are lean portions to fat cells where basically there's some proteins that are structural in nature that help hold them together. Additionally, your fat cells are scaffolded onto an extracellular matrix, and the fibrous cords or septae are part of that matrix. Your adipose tissue isn't just like floating around beneath the skin, going wherever it wants. Otherwise, you could just like press down on some of your body fat and watch it move. Basically, it is scaffolded and tied down beneath the subcutaneous layer by this extracellular matrix. Now, these fibrous cords in certain people with more pronounced fibrous cords, and possibly with thinner skin as well, they can reach up to basically under the surface of the skin, and it creates a dimple-like appearance. A lot of this is genetic, I'm sorry to say. Weight loss and exercise can absolutely help with reducing the appearance of this, because as you reduce the size of the adipocytes and you reduce the overall fat mass, that fat mass presses less and those cords become less pronounced. So losing body fat can absolutely diminish the appearance of cellulite, but depending on the individual and their genetics, some people even at lean body fats may still have the appearance of some cellulite. Now, as far as it being a hydration problem and using sea salt and baking soda do not help with cellulite because it is not a hydration problem. And even if it was a hydration problem, why does it take 3 to 6 months? Does it really take 3 to 6 months to get hydrated? No, people can rehydrate in like hours or at the most a couple of days. So if it was really a hydration problem, you would see results in days. Also, if it's a hydration problem, why is it more prevalent in women? It's like you guys need to have like these critical thinking hats and just put them on. If somebody makes a claim, just assume it's false. Try this. Just assume it's false and go backwards from there. Why do women have more cellulite than men. If it's a hydration problem, that would mean that women on the whole would have to be more chronically dehydrated than men. What does the research? Oh, the research actually shows that hydration statuses between men and women are very similar. Sorry, Albert, I can't remember which one. Holy memory, Batman. Sorry, what you're saying has no evidence to support it, is not true, and we are all dumber for having heard it. Hopefully this has been a video to help you guys understand what cellulite is and what it isn't, and have a better tool to sense BS in the future. All right, guys, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you next week.